The GAN 14 MagLev is GAN's 2023 flagship release. With over 1,000 ways to set up this cube, and with a $77 price tag, is this cube worth buying? In this video, I'm gonna be doing a review on the GAN 14 MagLev. The overall feeling of this cube is a super fast, glidey cube feel. This is helped because of the MagLev in the cube and the GAN auto alignment system that has been introduced in all GAN cubes since the 12. Because of this auto alignment system, it helps you finish your turns, which allows you to go at faster TPS rates than you normally would if you're into that sort of thing. However, this auto alignment system can cause some problems, particularly in AUF, which is after PLL, where you're trying to do the final U move, but you don't use too much strength, and then it aligns back, and then you potentially +2 a solve. However, I managed to set up my cube to where this wouldn't be much of a problem, which I'll get into later. Corner cutting on this cube feels even more effortless, as just the regular corner cut is super easy to do, and reverse corner cutting feels like it's just gliding because of the auto alignment system making reverse corner cutting more effortless. Onto the more internal side of things, this cube has this crown-like thing which you use to adjust the MagLev tension and the screw depth. And the way you can adjust it is by either using the GAN sword. However, I like to use this tiki looking thing to adjust it because it's way easier to use. The way it works is that you use this side that has these two little like bumps to adjust the MagLev, and you use this side which has the three little ridge things to adjust the screw depth. So the way you adjust the MagLev is like you put it in and then you just start turning clockwise. And then once you hear a big snap, which I believe is right now, that's like that the MagLev is now at its lowest setting. The way you adjust the screw depth is by you put in the side with the three ridges onto it, and then if the camera could pick it up, you just turn clockwise, and then you could just change the tensions that you're on right now. The tensions that I'm using right now is 2 for the screw depth, and for the MagLev, first we're going to reset it back to 0 or the lowest setting with the big snap, and then count along with me. 1, 2, 3, 4. And that should be the internal setup that I have on my cube. Adjusting the edge magnets is similar to adjusting the edge magnets on the XS, with the only exception being that you need a tool. The way this all works is you use this part of the tool and then you put it into this hole that's in the edge piece, and you bring it in to align it with the numbers, with 3 being the strongest in the magnets and 1 being the weakest. And I personally like to use 3, as because the MagLev already makes this cube super fast, it's only fitting that the magnets are strong, so that way I could still be controlling this cube while still being able to go as fast as I can. The GAN 14 also has a way that you can adjust the corner to core magnets, and the way you do that is you use the GAN sword, and as we could see here in this corner, we just put it into this available hole, and then we just push this way. And the smaller the numbers get is the weaker the corner to core magnets are. So 3, and then I could push it now down to 2, push it down to 1, which is the weakest setting, which basically has it feeling like if there is not even a corner to core magnet. And then the strongest setting is setting 6. There is also a way that you could adjust the rods of the corner to core magnets, and with that you use the sides of the tiki head, which you just put into the corner to core magnet. You twist and take it out. And then we have another set of rods for the corner to core, and these light blue ones are much weaker. I've personally not tried them, and because they're weaker and this cube is already pretty fast, I kind of don't really want to try them. So I just normally stick with the white rods at the 4th setting for corner to core. I said the 4th setting for corner to core. Now, one thing that you might be asking is, what lubes can I use for the GAN 14? The lubes that I use are weight 3 drops of Speedcube Shop Nebula, 3 drops of Galaxy, and 2 drops of Stardust. And this basically allows the cube to stay comfortable while having this somewhat gummy feel that I really like, and still fast because of the Stardust working with the heavier lubes. And this ultimately creates a very controllable but still fast setup that you can use. Now onto the sols. Although these scrambles were a bit ugly, I still managed to get times that I would normally get. Now, this cube makes my OLL and PLL feel really effortless, and that's one thing that I like about it, especially with the repelling magnets, auto turning, and the MagLev helping me out. Now, although I really like this cube, I wouldn't really recommend it that much because of the hefty price tag, and because GAN recently gave all their other cubes a price cut. Now, I still haven't seen world-class cubers really switch to the 14 due to the fact that it takes a while, especially for them to switch to a new cube. So, is this cube worth it for $80? If you get overwhelmed by all this customization and features that it has, and you don't really want a cube with the newest bells and whistles, but you still want a GAN cube, I'd recommend more the 11M Pro or the 12 MagLev. Both of those are amazingly great puzzles with more simple customization. Is this cube better than the GAN 11M Pro, which is my current main? I'm not sure, since I could get the same times with them, and there are things that I like about the 11M Pro that are not on the 14, but there's also things that I like on the 14 that aren't on the 11M Pro. Overall, the GAN 14 is a cube that gives you a ton of customization options that allow you to mess around and see which feeling you like on this cube. Although it has a heavy price tag, if you buy it, I guarantee that you won't be disappointed. But that was it for this video. Thank you all so much for watching. Comment, like, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!